Good morning. Today's devotion is for July 6th, and it is taken from Colossians chapter 2, verses 11 and 12. And the title for today's devotion is The Power in Baptism. And I want to read these words to you. In him you were also circumcised in the putting off of the sinful nature, not with a circumcision done by the hands of men, but with the circumcision done by Christ, having been buried with him in baptism and raised with him through your faith in the power of God who raised him from the dead. And I know that the Christian church is divided about what baptism is and what it does and who should be baptized. But I also believe that there's a need for conversation, because I don't even think that the different groups even really know what the others believe. I mean, what they believe theologically, what they believe historically. And so let me just share as a ministry that believes in infant baptism, we go all the way back to Genesis 17 and the circumcision promise from God, that he was making an eternal covenant. He was making a covenant with Abraham, and Abraham was supposed to make that covenant known. The physical sign of God's covenant with him was circumcision. And that circumcision was to be done on the 8th day. There was no question about, for thousands of years, as to, hey God, why not wait? Why not wait until the child chooses to believe? Why not wait until the child chooses to do whatever? This is an understanding of a monergistic view of how God works. He's the worker. He's the Redeemer. He's the Savior. He's the one who is covenanting with Abraham, not the reversed. And that's why at the end of Genesis 17, when the animal was sacrificed, it was Abraham who fell asleep and watched the lamp go through the body parts of the animal that was sacrificed and then disappeared. God covenanted. So here in this verse, you have Paul tying together baptism and circumcision, and he says that you now have been circumcised, not with the circumcision done by the hands of men, but the circumcision from Christ. How? Having been buried with him in baptism. He's telling us that in the act of baptism, Jesus Christ is covenanting with us. And so what the Christian church that believes in infant baptism, all they've done is continue an understanding of the Old Testament, that God is covenanting with his people. And just as he did thousands of years ago, without question, to 8-day-old children, we simply believe that he's covenanting the same way with the children of God today. The same message of salvation, the same eternal covenant. It's just switched from circumcision to baptism. I hope that explanation helps a little bit. I encourage you to read the devotion. I pray it's a blessing to you, and have a firmly rooted day.